11th Science, Chapter 12, Organic Chemistry, Some Basic Principles and Techniques. Part 2, IUPAC Nomenclature. Hello students, welcome once again to Chemistry by Madhusina. In this video, we will discuss about the classification and nomenclature of organic chemistry. A functional group is the atom or group of atoms joined in a specific manner which decides the properties of the organic compound and makes them reactive. These are some of the functional groups with their prefix and suffix. We must memorize this table for naming an organic compound. Now, as per the nomenclature, the naming is done in the following manner. Position, prefix, word root plus primary suffix plus secondary suffix. Prefix indicates the name of the functional group or the substituent present. Word root denotes the number of carbon atoms present in the carbon chain. Primary suffix indicates the type of linkages present in the carbon chain. Secondary suffix indicates the presence of functional group present in the organic compound. Take a note that if two or more double bonds, triple bonds are present, then the prefix like di, tri, tetra, etc. are added to the primary suffix. If primary suffix having a prefix begins with a consonant, then extra a is added to the word root. While adding secondary suffix to primary suffix, the terminal e of the primary suffix is dropped if secondary suffix begins with a vowel. Now for naming the hydrocarbon, select the longest chain of the carbon atoms. In case different chains are there with same number of carbon atoms, then select that chain which contains maximum number of side chains. Number the carbon chain in such a way that substituent gets the lowest number. In case there are two or more substituents, then the lowest set of locants rule is preferred. In case two different substituents are present, they are named in alphabetical order with their position. Prefix like di, tri, tetra, etc. is used to indicate the number of substituents. If the substituent is complex, its name is written in brackets and is considered as a substituted alkyl group. For naming an organic compound containing functional group, select the longest chain of carbon atom containing functional group. Number the carbon chain in such a way that functional group gets the lowest number. In case two or more substituents are present, then lowest set of locant is preferred. Prefixes like di, tri, tetra, etc. is used to indicate the number of substituents or functional group. If the substituent is complex, then its name is written in brackets and is considered as a substituted alkyl group. In case two or more functional groups are present, the one which comes higher in the order of preference is given the lowest numbering. If functional group double bond, triple bond and substituent are present, then functional group greater than double bond, greater than triple bond, greater than substituent. Order of preference is followed when more than one functional group is present. The one which comes higher in the order of preference always gets lowest numbering. Now, after discussing the rules for naming organic compound, let us apply all those rules for naming the organic compound. Let us see some of the examples. Now, suppose this is the organic compound. Now, look at the organic compound and try to identify whether a functional group is present or a double bond is present or a triple bond is present. Now we can see that here nothing is present, neither functional group, no double bond, no triple bond. Because if they are present, then we have to follow the order of preference. Now we don't have anything here. So it's a simple hydrocarbon compound. Now rule says that select the longest chain of carbon atom. Then we have to take care. If two chains are of the same length, then we have to select that chain as the longest chain which contains maximum number of substituent groups. So let us see. 1, 2, 3 cannot be the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carbon in the straight chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is also having 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it cannot be. So we are having two options. One is straight chain and another one is this L-shaped chain. Now let us see. The straight chain is having one substituent, two substituent and three substituent groups attached. If we select the L-shaped chain, then also we are having three substituent groups. That means you can select any chain. So we have select the longest chain. So straight chain as our longest chain. Now all this becomes the substituent groups. Now rule second says that number the carbon chain in such a way that substituent gets the lowest number. If we number from left hand side, you can see number 1, 2. That means at second position, two substituents are present. So I have written 2, 2. 3, 4. So 2, 2 and fourth position, three substituent groups are present. If you number from the right hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth position, 5, 6 and 6. That means if you number from left hand side, substituents are present at 2, 2, 4 and if you number from right hand side, 4, 6, 6. So you have to select that side for numbering which is having lowest set of locands. 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 4, 8. And here 6 plus 6, 12 plus 4, 16. So this is the lowest set of locand. That means this numbering is wrong. You have to number from this direction. So carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So we have numbered the carbon atoms. Now we have to name it according to our rule. Position, prefix, word root plus primary suffix plus secondary suffix. Now we are having three substituent groups. So three prefix will be there. Now you can see at position 2 we are having two methyl groups, right? And here we are having ethyl group. Now 3. So the one which comes first in the alphabetical order is written first. Now here since 2 methyl is there, we can write dimethyl, right? And this is ethyl group. Now while writing the substituent in alphabetical order, we don't see this D, di, the D of di, right? We see the first letter of the substituent. So this is methyl and this is ethyl. So this comes first in alphabetical order. So position is 4, ethyl. Then 2, 2, second position, dimethyl. So this is my position and prefix. Now I go for the word root. 7 carbon atoms. So hept is my word root plus primary suffix. Primary suffix indicates the linkages present between carbon atom and single bond. For single bond it is ane. So ane plus secondary suffix. We don't have a functional group here, so no secondary suffix. So the name is 4-ethyl 2,2-dimethyl heptane. Now let us see another example. Just go through the organic compound. There is no functional group present, but there is a double bond present. So the rule says that select the longest chain containing double bond. Now here 2 double bonds are there. So both the double bonds. Now see, I cannot select this chain. because there is no double bond here. I cannot select this chain because only one double bond comes here. If I go for the straight chain, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 contains both the. I can also go for this chain, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So two possibilities. So if you select the straight chain, two substituent groups are there. If I select the L-shaped chain, then also two substituents. So I will go for the straight chain as my longest chain. Now, rule says that number the carbon chain in such a way that, right? Now here, you don't have functional group. So, the lowest numbering will always go to double bond because the rule is functional group greater than double bond, greater than triple bond, greater than substituent. So, after functional group, the lowest preference always, right? They are present in higher order of preference as compared to substituent. So, lowest numbering will go to double bond. Now, if I number from this side, 1, 2. So, after second carbon double bond is coming, 3, 4. So, 2 and 4 position double bond is there. But if I number from right hand side, 1, 2, 3, 1 and third position double bond is there. So I have to select that side for numbering which has lowest set of locants, right? Because we have to give lowest numbering to double bond. So I will start numbering from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If double bond was not there, then we would have given preference to substituent. Now, this and this is our substituent group. Now, name it according to your rule. 2 and 4. 2, 4. Dimethyl because two methyl groups are there. Dimethyl. Now, what is your word root? Word root is pent. Okay. Plus, right? 1 and 3 position primary suffix is "-ine", but the two double bonds are there. So diene, diene. There is no secondary suffix, but very important. Whenever a primary suffix is added to word root and it begins with the consonant, an extra a is being added to the word root. Hence, the name of the compound becomes 2,4-dimethyl penta-1,3-diene. Let us take another example. Just observe this organic compound. There is no functional group present here. It's a pure hydrocarbon chain. Now, according to the first rule, select the longest chain of carbon atom. So, just look at all the probabilities, and if you see all the probabilities, you will find that straight chain is your longest chain. Then, this all becomes your substituent groups. Now, you can see here there is C2H5, that means ethyl group is present as a substituent. Here methyl group is present as a substituent. Now, if you observe this group, it is a complex group. Now, whenever the substituent present in the carbon chain is complex, it is treated as a substituted alkyl group and its name is written in brackets. Rest of the rules of naming remains the same. So, now we are going to, first of all, you will have to see the alphabetical order, right? Now, before seeing the alphabetical order, we are going to number the carbon chain in such a way that lowest set of locants rule is followed. Now, let us see. If I number from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means 3, 4 and 7th position the substituents are present. And if you number from the opposite side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 7 and 8 is there. Hence, we have to follow the lowest set of locant rule, and we will be using the numbering from left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 carbon atoms are there. Now, let us name it. Now, you can see this is ethyl, this is methyl. So, obviously, according to the IUPAC name, position prefix. So, of course, we are going to have this ethyl comes first in the order of preference. So, 3 ethyl, 7 methyl. This is already there. Now, you have to first of all see what name you are going to give to this complex compound. This will be treated as a substituted alkyl group. So, here also we have to follow the same rule. Select the longest chain of carbon atoms. So, I can and give the numbering in such a way that we are giving lowest numbering to the carbon which is attached to the main chain. So, number 1 here, and I can give number 2 here, or you can use this side also. This is our longest chain. So, in this case, then this is going to become a substituted group. So, at the first position, 2 methyl groups. So, 1 dimethyl and word root is eth. So, it is going to become 1 dimethyl ethane. But from ethane, 1 hydrogen is removed and connected to the main chain. So, it will become 1 dimethyl ethyl. Now, here, right, when we are putting it in the alphabetical order, we will see for complex, we are going to see di, D comes first. So, we are going to put here in the bracket. Which position is this complex present? 4th position. So, 4 dash. And the name of this in parenthesis, right, in bracket, the name of this complex compound. And what is there? 1, we will put dash, 1 dash, dimethyl ethyl. This is your substituent, 1 dash, dimethyl ethyl, bracket close, and then 3rd position again we are having this ethyl group, 7th position methyl group. Now, what is your word root? Your word root is 10 carbon atoms. So, dec plus primary suffix is ane. So, decane. So, this is how we name a complex compound. Now, let us see a few more examples. Let us see the first compound. The first thing is identify the functional group. So, here you can see we are having functional group. And which functional group is present? Ketone is present, and very important, there are 2 ketone groups present. Apart from that, a double bond is also present. So, according to rule, right, functional group greater than double bond, greater than triple bond, greater than substituent. Now, since functional group and double bond is present, first of all, we are going to select the longest chain containing a functional group and a double bond. So, there is no other chain. So, one chain is only there. So, we have selected this longest chain. Now, according to rule, number the carbon chain in such a way that functional group gets the lowest number. Now, if I number from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 and 5th position functional group is there. From the other side, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 2 and 5 functional group is there. So, at 2nd and 5th position functional group is present. So, we can number from any side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, because we have to see the lowest set of locants also if we are having more number of functional groups. If different functional groups are present, then you have to see the order of preference. That example we will do later on. Now, there is no substituent group attached. So, position prefix we are not having. So, we will start from word root. 6 carbon atom means word root is hex plus primary suffix. Primary suffix indicates the linkages present between carbon atom. Now, you can see at third position double bond is present. So, 3 ene is your primary suffix plus now, right? Secondary suffix for ketone we are using on, but we are having two ketone, second and fifth position. So 2, 5 dione. Now, whenever a secondary suffix is added to primary suffix and it is starting with a consonant, this E of primary suffix is retained. That means we are not going to drop it. If secondary suffix is starting with a vowel, then we are going to drop it. So now the name becomes hex 3ene 2,5 dione. Let us go for the next example. So you can see, identify the functional group. We can see the functional group present here is an aldehyde. It is a carbon containing functional group which is present at the terminal position. So keep in mind that all carbon containing functional group which are present at the terminal position always gets number 1. Now select the longest chain. No other things are there. No double bond, no triple bond. Right? Substituent is there. Now select the longest chain of carbon atom containing functional group. So I can see 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check all probabilities. So your straight chain is your longest chain. Number the carbon chain in such a way that functional group gets the lowest number. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now this is your substituent group. So now name it. Position. 2 is the position. Then what is the substituent present? Methyl. Now your word root. But plus ane. Single bond is your linkage present between carbon atoms. So your primary suffix is ane plus secondary suffix 1 al is the secondary suffix used for aldehyde. Now when secondary suffix is starting from a vowel, this terminal E of primary suffix is dropped. Now you will combine the name. So we will be writing here but in 1-al is the name of the organic compound. Now see another example. Identify the functional group present. This is our functional group which is carboxylic acid. Now it is a carbon containing functional group which is present at the terminal end. So always gets number 1. Now select the longest chain of carbon atom containing functional group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check all the probabilities. So straight chain is the longest chain of carbon atoms. Now number the carbon chain in such a way that functional group gets the lowest number. So we have numbered the chain. Now you can see that we are having two substituent groups present at position number 3 and both are methyl. So dimethyl will be the prefix used. 3,3-dimethyl. Now your word root is pent because 5 carbon atoms. Primary suffix is ane. So plus ane. And secondary suffix is oic acid. So 1 oic acid. Secondary suffix is beginning with a vowel. So this terminal E of primary suffix is dropped. So the name of the organic compound becomes 3,3-dimethyl pentane 1-oic acid. Let us go through some more examples. In the first example, NO2 is the functional group present, which is nitro group. So select the longest chain containing functional group. Number the carbon chain in such a way that functional group gets the lowest number. So we will be numbering from this side. Now, nitro is using prefix. So 2-nitro, word root is but, plus primary suffix is ane. So butane. Now secondary suffix we are not having. We are using prefix for this functional group. So butane. Similarly, in this case NH2, amine is the functional group. So select the longest chain containing amine. Number the carbon chain in such a way that functional group gets the lowest number. Now name it. So if I am using a prefix 1-amino, prop plus primary suffix is ane, propane. Now if I don't want to use prefix for this functional group, I can go for suffix also. Now, so we will not consider position and prefix. We will start from word root. Prop is the word root, primary suffix is propane. And the secondary suffix used for it is amine. 1-amine. Now, since it is beginning with the vowel, this terminal E will be dropped. So, the name becomes propane 1-amine. Propanamine. Now, the next example, the functional group present is amide. It is a carbon containing functional group. So, number 1 always goes to the carbon which is present at the terminal end, right, in a functional group. Select the longest chain of carbon atom containing functional group. Number the carbon chain in such a way that functional group gets the lowest number. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now, this is your substituent. So, 3-methyl. Your word root is pent. Then your primary suffix is ane. Amide is the secondary suffix used for it. Since it is beginning with a vowel, this E of primary suffix will be dropped. Now similarly here we are having alcohol as the functional group. Select the longest chain of carbon atom containing functional group. Number the carbon chain in such a way that this OH gets the lowest numbering. Now if we number from this side, left hand side, it is going to get more number. But if we number from right hand side, we are going to have less number. So just give number 1 here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 and number 5. Now fourth position we are having this CH3 as the substituent for OH, right? Now you can use a suffix also, you can use a prefix also. We are using a prefix here. So we 4-methyl for the substituent. Pent is your word root. Ane, A-N-E, ane is the primary suffix. Second position, ol is the secondary suffix used for alcohol. Since it is starting with a vowel, this E, terminal E of primary suffix is dropped. So, pentane to ol will be there. And this example, C double bond O Cl. Acyl halide is the functional group present, which is a carbon containing functional group present at the terminal end. So, number 1 will go to this. Now, select the longest chain of carbon atom containing functional group and give lowest numbering to the functional group. So, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Second position we are having two substituents. Two methyl groups, so dimethyl will come. 2,2-dimethyl. But is your word root plus ane is your primary suffix because single bond is present between carbon atom. And for this acyl halide, now halide present is chloride. So we will be using a secondary suffix oil chloride. So 1 oil chloride. Now since it is beginning with a vowel, so this E will get dropped. So the name of the organic compound is going to become butane 1 oil chloride. Now see the next example. Identify the functional group present. Now I find that here there are two functional groups present. Now when two functional groups are present, first of all we have to select the longest chain containing both the functional groups. Now comes numbering. Now which functional group should get the lowest number? Now here we have to follow the order of preference. The functional group which comes higher in the order of preference always gets lowest numbering. Now you have to remember that normally all the carbon containing functional group which is present at the terminal position, they are higher in the order of preference as compared to non-carbon containing functional group. So here carboxylic acid is higher in the order of preference compared to alcohol. So carboxylic acid should get lowest numbering. So we should start numbering from right side and not from the left side. Now, other functional group will be treated as a substituent. So 3, I am going to use a prefix hydroxy. But is your word root. Primary suffix is ane plus 1 oic acid. Now since it is beginning, secondary suffix is beginning with a vowel, so this E will be dropped. So we are going to have the name butane 1 oic acid. In case of aromatic compounds, we are having two types of aromatic compounds, benzenoid and non-benzenoid compounds. In benzenoid compounds, now let us see the naming in aromatic compounds. Now aromatic compounds are of two types, benzenoid compounds and non-benzenoid compounds. In case of benzenoid compounds, there is presence of benzene ring and any one of the carbon atom, one or more than one hydrogen atoms are substituted by any group. Now, if we are having this monosubstituted benzene compound, then this is called R is an alkyl group present, side chain, and the benzene ring is present. Now, all positions of benzene ring is equivalent. That means you can start numbering from any direction because it is a cyclic compound. But whenever a substituent group is attached to benzene ring, we have to number it in such a way that the substituent gets the lowest number. So we can number it. This will get the lowest number, number 1, and you can number along clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. In case there is disubstituted benzene derivatives, that means two substituents are present, the numbering should be done in such a way that the substituent gets the lowest number. With respect to this alkyl group, if halogen is present as another substituent, now we have to number it like this. Number 1 goes to alkyl group, number 2 to the substituent. Now if the substituent is present at position number 1 or 2, we can call it as ortho position. If with respect to the substituent, the other substituent is present at position number 3, right? So we have to number it like this. Position number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So if the substituents are present at position number 1 and 3, we can also call it as meta position denoted by small m. And if with respect to the first substituent, if the substituent is present at the fourth position, you can number from clockwise also as well as anti-clockwise also, any side. So 1 and 4 position, if the substituents are present, then we call it as para position denoted by small p. Consider this example. Here the functional group present is ester. Now the naming of organic compound containing ester is being done in a different way. Now first of all, consider the right hand side of ester. The group which is present on right hand side of the functional group is considered as a substituent. And here the substituent present is an alkyl group. Now the carbon containing functional group ester is given the lowest numbering 1 and continue numbering on the left hand side of the compound. So we have numbered all the carbon atoms which are present on the left hand side. Now as per the rule, there are 3 carbon atom means alk is your word root, plus single bond is present between carbon atoms. So ane is your primary suffix, plus this ester functional group uses a secondary suffix OH. Since it is beginning with O, this terminal E of primary suffix is dropped and together it is named as alkanoate. Now let us name this organic compound. So here right hand side is named first followed by left hand side. That means the substituent is named first followed by your word root, primary suffix and secondary suffix. So what is the substituent here? It is methyl. So we will write methyl. Now my word root is 3 carbon atom means prop is my word root. So propanoate is the name of this compound. So similarly, if another example is given, CH3, C double bond O, CH3. So this is our substituent group, alkyl group. Carbon number 1, right, is the functional group. And this is carbon number 2. Now you have to name the substituent first followed by the left hand side. So the name will be methyl and 2 carbon atom means ethanoate. Consider this organic compound. Identify the functional group present here. Ether functional group is present. Now naming of ether is done in a different way. Now first of all, circle the carbon chain attached to the ether. Now on both the sides you can see that there are same number of carbon atom present. So any side we can circle the carbon chain attached with the functional group. Now name it. Methyl is the substituent group here. Again methyl and ether is the suffix used. So 2 times methyl is there. So the name becomes dimethyl ether. Let us take another example. Now here circle the carbon chain attached to the functional group. Now on this side there are 2 carbon atoms attached and on this side there is 1 carbon atom attached. So circle this carbon atom attached to this. Now on one side there is an ethyl group present. On other side there is a methyl group present. One which comes first in the alphabetical order is written first. So we will write ethyl, methyl, ether. Now, if you are using a prefix for ether, we can write methoxymethane. This can also be written as methoxymethane. And similarly, we can write this as ethoxy. This is, we will name this first. Methoxyethane can be written for this. So basically, in this functional group ether, we are going to circle that carbon chain or that side carbon chain where it is less in number. So on one side you can see 2 carbon atoms are there, and on the other side 1 carbon atom is there. So we have circled the side where there was less number of carbon atoms. Now these aromatic compounds are mainly known by their popular names, right, instead of IUPAC names. So there are certain names which we have to keep in mind. When benzene ring is attached with the methyl group, IUPAC name is methyl benzene, but it is popularly known as toluene. When benzene ring is attached with OH group, it is popularly known as phenol. The IUPAC name is hydroxybenzene, but we don't say hydroxybenzene. Popularly, it is known as phenol. In the same way, when COH group is attached to benzene ring, benzoic acid. When NH2 group is attached to benzene ring, instead of saying aminobenzene, it is popularly known as aniline. When an aldehyde group is attached to benzene ring, it is popularly known as benzaldehyde. And we have already seen that with respect, in case of disubstituted benzene compounds, with respect to the first substituent, if the other one is present at position number 2, 1 and 2 position is called as ortho position, 1 and 3 position is called as meta position, and 1 and 4 position is called as para position. Now, if disubstituted benzene, right, instead of saying 1, we can name this compound 1,2-dimethyl-benzene, but popularly it is known as orthoxylene. This is metaxylene. This is paraxylene. Similarly, 2 OH groups are present. We can say, name this as 1,2-dihydroxybenzene, but popularly it is known as catechol. If the OH group is present at meta position, popularly it is known as quinol. And if OH group is present at para position, popularly it is known as resorcinol. Now, if COCH3 ketone and along with that methyl group is attached to the benzene ring, popularly this is known as acetophenone. If an amide group is attached to benzene ring, we popularly call it as benzamide. Now these are some of the, right, when from toluene. Toluene means methyl benzene. When one hydrogen is removed and substituted by any other group, then this group is known as benzyl. And after that, whatever group is being substituted, that can be written. Similarly, if 2 hydrogens are replaced, we call this as benzal. Right, and instead of this, suppose double bond O is there, so benzaldehyde we are having. So similarly, if 2 hydrogens are replaced, then benzal group. All 3 hydrogens are replaced, we call it as benzo. And if from the benzene ring 1 hydrogen is replaced and substituted by any other group, then this particular group is called as phenyl group.